how did I go from the picture on the left to the picture on the right? I had been struggling to lose weight for a really long time. I felt that I couldn't achieve my dream physique, that I wasn't good enough the way I was. And I was really sad with the way I looked, and not just only physically, but also mentally. It affected how I felt, and it wasn't really a great time for me. I managed to turn my life around from being miserable with the way I looked to being happy and proud of the progress that I managed to make. And I think that happiness is something we should strive for. We shouldn't aim to look like person X or person Y, because we should try to enjoy the process of becoming the best version that we can be. Since of course there will always be someone that is bigger or leaner than you are. But it is you versus you. Or in this case, it was me versus me. But on February 2019, I decided that enough is enough with the excuses. It is time to put in the work and try to stay as consistent as possible. And that's what I tried to do. There were countless of times that I made lots of mistakes and I overate or I binged or something like that. What enabled me to achieve the results that I did is that I tried to look at the bigger picture. For example, if today I didn't eat well, instead of saying, oh, today I didn't eat well and I feel discouraged and I continue not eating well for like another 1 week or 2 weeks or just give up completely, I would say, even if today I did not eat well, the important thing is that I look at the bigger picture and continue with my diet from tomorrow. Sort of one bad day won't affect all the progress that I have been making. And that mentality of looking at the big picture and continue going back on track when I make a mistake really enabled me to achieve what I managed to achieve. I trained first thing in the morning before work, and I also tracked my caloric intake and protein by using a mobile application called MyFitnessPal, which is a really good application. I still included foods that I like in my diet, and that made my diet more sustainable, since I cannot say I'm not going to have chocolate for like 6 months, because that is impossible, obviously. Throughout this process, I started to cook more my own food, and I learned a bit to cook. And I transitioned from eating lots of chicken and veg to a more plant-based diet. This happened because I watched a really interesting documentary called The Game Changers, and I really encourage you to check it out because it's such an amazing and powerful documentary about the food that we eat and the truth about what we are consuming on a daily basis. And as some of you may have seen in my Instagram stories, I really like protein oats. Because of my weight, bodyweight exercises were always a struggle for me. And because of that, I used to avoid them as much as possible. However, during this last year, I pushed and tried my best to increase what I can do with regards to pull-ups and also dips. And it is really, for me, I am really happy that before I couldn't do even like 2 pull-ups or 1 pull-up. And now I am able to do around 12 pull-ups. The form could be a bit better, but we're getting there. When you start seeing a bit of progress, it really encourages you to keep going and continue to make more progress, because you would say, I managed to achieve this, now I am able to achieve this. And sort of you can continue to say, I am in control. I have the power to change the way I look, the way I feel. Taking progress pictures like in the beginning of the month is really helpful, so that you would be able to see how you are changing from month to month. Motivation comes and goes. However, setting your life up so that it includes habits that you want to include on a daily basis is the key to success. Also, having a strong reason why you are doing something really makes you push through those hard days when you don't have the motivation to go to the gym or you don't have the motivation to eat right. Those are the days where you go back to your why, to your reason, and because of that reason, that strong reason, you continue to push forward in the direction that you want to head. And also, people tend to overestimate what they can do in one day. and underestimate what they can do in 1 year. We should try to commit and say that in 1 year, if I do this consistently, and when I say consistently for 1 year, the things that you would be able to achieve are so great. So just remember that your future self would want you to have started now, not tomorrow. So start today, not tomorrow.
Just do it!
This is only the beginning for me. I am proud and happy of what I managed to achieve in the last year. However, I am really looking forward and motivated to improve myself, to get myself to the next level. Because for me, life is about trying to become the better version of yourself. Always trying to move forward and get better at the things you want to achieve. Hope that you learned something from my 1 year body transformation. I have created a close group on Facebook of individuals that are trying to achieve their best physique and transforming themselves. In this group, I am sharing more insight and information into the process of losing weight and building muscle. So if you are interested in that, click the first link in the description and to join the group, and I will accept you. If you watched the whole video, I really appreciate it. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. And also consider subscribing, because I will be sharing more information into how I eat and also how I train. And I will be posting one video each week. Thank you and see you the next time.